Hello, this is Mandy with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today's class is Command Automation and Lead Conversion. So, if you're here with me live, you can definitely drop any questions or any comments in the chat. I'll be happy to help get them answered for you in real time. If not, if I'm pressed for time or I just happen to miss the question, no worries. I will stay a couple of minutes after class to help get those answered for you. And if you're watching this back on recording, you can always reach out to us via email. That email address is support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'll be happy to help. So, what is command automation? Essentially, there are several items in command that you can set and let go. Like it will automatically begin doing some leverage and work for you on the back end so that you don't have to constantly maintenance or manually do things yourself. So, it's a time saver, step saver, and also in the long run should help you convert leads faster. I don't know the exact percentage. I haven't looked it up in a few months, but you know that the first person to actually speak to a lead has a higher chance of converting them into the client, right? And so you want to set up some automations within your command. So even while you're in showing appointments, or even while maybe you're sleeping and you've got somebody that naturally works night shift and they're reaching out to you on your website, you want to be able to get in touch with them first. And this is how command can come into play because you can set some things into automations and they will do the work for you while you're handling the rest of your business. So the goal of this class is just to show you there's certain things in command that can be automated along with towards the end of class, I will actually walk through a super simple, basic lead conversion plan that you can set up today within your command account that will help you make contact with leads instantaneously when they reach out to you, like from your KW agent website. So, we will walk through a plan today before the end of class that you can practically apply today. Okay. There are a lot of different ways to do the automations, though, and I'm sure you might even come up with an even better one on your own, but I'll at least leave you with a basic one that everybody can use today. Okay. All right. So let's start walking through some of the items within command that can be automated to help you with organizing your database. And again, ultimately leading to lead conversion. The first will be lead routing rules. You'll also hear this referenced as lead management. So this lives back in your settings in command. So we'll go to your name in the top right and come down to settings. Once you're back here in your command settings, go to the left-hand side to command settings, contacts, and then right here is lead management. This is a place where you can tell your command certain specific rules that you want to happen so that when leads come into your command database, command will automatically take action on the rules that you've set up. These rules depend on whether you're a solo agent or on a team. So let me address that first. If you're a solo agent, then these lead management rules can actually tag your contacts with a tag automatically for you. Again, helping with lead organization or your command database organization. But it can also add contacts or new leads directly to a smart plan for you. So it can automatically start them on a smart plan. Get my words right. If you're not familiar with smart plans just yet, definitely check out our overview class. It goes into much more detail. But essentially, a smart plan is a whole automation in and of itself. It's the way that your command can actually automatically send text, automatically send emails, automatically create tasks for you, the agent, so that you don't let anything fall through the cracks. And it will also set call reminders for you as well. We're going to be in Smart Plans here in just a minute, so you'll get to see some of those automations. But we do again have a different class called Smart Plan Overview that will walk you through actually using all of those features. It's a huge leverage within Command for automation. So again, back to the solo agent. These lead rules can actually create, can automatically tag and add contacts to smart plans for you once that lead automatically appears in your command database. A lead can be generated in your command database through several things, like maybe they entered their information on your KW agent site. Maybe you ran a paid ad on your social media and they entered their data into your form. Um, or you might possibly have a third party platform that you use, and maybe you parse over leads from that third party into your command. Several different ways that leads can generate into your command database automatically, but when they do, these lead management rules will help you get them organized immediately without you having to manually do it. If you're a team, if you're an agent on a team, then in lead management, you will also see the option to divvy up leads throughout your team. So they'll go to certain team members, or maybe you have it on something called like round robin, where it will offer that lead to different members of your team randomly, things like that. And it'll go along the whole team to see who gets the lead first. So there's other options within a team, and usually the rainmakers of the team will be able to see those particular type of lead management rules on this page in their command. Today, what you're seeing on your screen is for a solo agent. So let me just show you how to create a rule really quick. Over here on the right-hand side, click Create Rule. You can name it. So we'll say maybe we want this for all of our new leads. You choose the lead source. Wherever this lead is coming from is how command will know what to do with it. So you can come through here and choose the lead source of the lead, but maybe, like we said, all new leads, we want this to apply to every new lead that shows up in our command database, not just a particular source. If that's the case, you can come right here on the top right and select all lead sources. So no matter where that lead came from, this rule will kick in. Next are your two options. You don't have to choose both. You can choose one or the other, but I'll show you both of them just so you know they're here. For auto tags, you can choose a tag that you would like to be applied to that contact or that new lead. If you type it in and it's not an existing tag in your database just yet, you will always have the option right here to create it new. So we'll go ahead and create this new tag. You can choose the color and create tag. You can add more than one. You would simply put your cursor here and continue to choose the tags that you want to be added. Okay. Maybe you know that every single new lead that comes in, you automatically add to your newsletter or your call list, whatever it is, however you have your marketing set up, you may want to add a tag for that. And you do have the choice to automatically add them to a smart plan. So it will give you a drop down of all the smart plans that you currently have downloaded or created in your command. So you'll be able to choose from the list. Now, it's up to you what you would like to do. The example we will use towards the end of class is that they would be added to like an introduction email. A smart plan can mass send out emails and it will do it immediately upon the new lead being added to that smart plan. Going back to the automation equals lead conversion, right? And you want to be the first person to be able to be in contact with that lead immediately. So you can actually create a basic, simple, smart plan that just has an email step and it's an introduction email. It's, hey, my name is so and so. Watch your phone. I'll be in touch with you very shortly. But until we connect, here's a resource so that you can go ahead and get started on your search. And maybe it's a link for your KW app so that they can go ahead and log in, create their account, which, by the way, gives you Big Brother access so that you can literally see every single listing they not only view, but they favorite. Um, or other resources that you like to give that are specific to your value package, what you bring to the table. So if it's a link to your website and you have maybe some resources there, whatever it is, you can put it in that simple email. Come here and create this lead rule so that they will automatically get added to that smart plan, therefore triggering that email to go out to them immediately. So even if it's in the middle of the night, even if you're in the middle of an appointment, you've made contact virtually immediately. Okay. This is how you would create these rules. You can click create rule here. You can see our new rule. You can use the search bar to view and find all the leads, the rules that you've created. And if you ever need to come in and make a change, guys, you can just click the pencil to edit or the trash can to delete. Okay. For today, I'm going to go ahead and delete that new rule. But this again is just our first stop in command to show you something that can be automated within your command. Towards the end of class, again, for the ones just joining us, we will kind of piece this all together and walk through an actual lead conversion plan that you can go ahead and implement today. Right now, I'm just showing you all the building blocks. Another item in command that can be automated are your paid ad campaigns. They live right here underneath your campaigns tab. So we'll click here. Go to paid ad quick start, and it will bring us to the paid ads portion of command. Now, if you are not familiar with these, we have another class that is paid ad and social post campaigns. Now, that class is an overview. It will show you how to make sure that you have your social platforms connected to command correctly, and also walk you through a basic paid ad and a social post campaign, showing you how you can not only post directly to your social platforms from within your command, but you can also run paid ads on your social platforms as well. So if you aren't super familiar with these yet, definitely check out that overview class, paid ad and social post campaigns. I'm assuming since this is a little more of an advanced class to show you the automation in your command, that you're already familiar with these. So I'm just going to show you where the automation options are here within your paid ad. I'm going to go ahead and click into usually the most common paid ad is this listing with single image or video right here. So I'm just going to open this. When you're building out your paid ad and you're filling in these sections, when you come down here, Ravine, I see that comment. When you created a rule for direct connection leads, you got a message that it failed with status code. For that error, Ravine, you might want to go ahead and shoot us an email and send us a full screenshot of that error along with your command logins, and we can jump in and take a look to see why that may have failed, buddy. I'm sorry. But I would need to look at your actual account to see why you would be getting that one. Okay. All right. So we're on our paid ad. We're going through the sections. You would be building it out. But right down here is, excuse me, there we go. Our lead settings. These are automations already here within your paid ad campaign, very similar to your lead routing rules, guys. This is, again, where you can add a tag to the lead automatically, any lead that comes in from this paid ad, and you can have them go ahead and automatically begin on a smart plan. Okay. So we'll just choose this. Notice you can choose more than one tag and you can choose more than one smart plan. Okay. When it comes to smart plans, just to give you some ideas, yes, the introduction email smart plan, brilliant. That's a one touch, immediate. You know that you've reached out and connected with them on some level. Another smart plan that you may want to have someone automatically start on, maybe a call plan that you've either built out or a generic quarterly call plan. Maybe you put all contacts in your database on a quarterly call plan. something like that. It really comes down to your preferences in business. How do you generate leads? Do you prefer phone calls? Do you like ads? Do you like nurturing your existing database through relationship instead of dealing with a lot of cold leads all the time? Um, or cold calls. Sorry, I said that wrong. Cold calls. So it really depends on how you like to build your personal business and what you feel like your strengths are. So get creative, in other words. Don't be limited just to the basics that I'm showing you, but you can really get creative with this and make sure that you're not just putting them on an immediate touch smart plan, but that you're putting them on a smart plan that will continue to nurture them and touch them moving forward. You're busy in business. Hopefully you're going to get busier, right? Or more productive, I guess should be the KW term. And so you can use these automations to continue to nurture these databases and these new leads so that you don't lose contact or let something fall through the cracks. So that was our paid ad automations right here. You would just do this while you're building out your paid ad. And the next thing that I would like to show you is actually over in your smart plans. So I'm going to click the KW in the top left and we're going to come back into command. And let's go take a look at our smart plan triggers over here. So smart plans live on the fourth icon down. If you're not super familiar with your icons, you can always click that red KW block at the top left to pop the names out, and you can click it again to hide them. Okay. But right here in your smart plans, these are smart plans down here at the bottom that you've already either created or you've downloaded from the library. Okay. So I want to show you essentially what a smart plan is without going into too much in depth. Again, we have a smart plans overview class if you need to get a real good overview of them. But I'm going to show you what all you can automate within a smart plan, as well as something called smart plan triggers, how you can trigger a smart plan automatically to begin for certain contacts. So I'm just going to go ahead and click create for a smart plan. We'll go ahead and name it. Figure out what today is. There we go. Okay. And again, hopefully you've been in a smart plan and you're familiar with this layout, but I just want to focus really quick on the left-hand side to these building blocks. There are a ton of smart plans already in the library that you can go ahead and download and you don't have to recreate the wheel, okay? So there are already ones in there that will teach you how to convert leads or help you convert leads and nurture your database to get leads, etc. But you may want to get creative for your own value package and come in here and create something that works with your flow, with your business. Okay. So over here on the left-hand side, each one of these steps can help leverage your business and help you bring consistent value to your leads. Okay. Consistent value because it's going to help you remember to do things and it's going to automatically do things for you so that you're not having to always spend your time manually doing items. The first is creating a task. This right here will help you do something. Maybe there's something you always love to do for brand new leads, or you always love to do for past clients. Again, going back to however you like to work your business to get leads, whether you are nurturing your sphere or you prefer to run ads and have new leads, make cold calls, whatever it is, that task would be specific to your value package that you offer. Coming in here and creating your own smart plan for yourself is a smart idea. You can go ahead and say you'll create a task, something that you love to do for a lead over here. You create it as a task. As soon as you get a lead, you add them to this smart plan so that those tasks will be triggered. You can have the first task be a certain item, like maybe finding them on social media. Create another task 7 days later, or even 2 days later, where you come in and 2 days later, you want to make sure that you've definitely connected with them, phone, email, text, whatever it is. You can create these tasks and build out this smart plan so that you'll have a task for that contact on the day that you want to make sure it's done. You can automate your tasks. Next, you can automate your phone call reminders as well. This looks exactly like a task would, guys. You'll notice the fields are the same over here on the right. The difference is when you go to complete a call task, it will actually give you a pop-up window where you can put notes in about that phone call. You can say you reached them or you got a voicemail or it was no answer. And if you did reach them, you can actually have a box to put in a quick description of what you covered. It will then update that contact within your command database. It will update the timeline in that contact to show that you had activity with them and include those call notes. Versus when you just complete a task, yes, it does update the timeline in the contact, but it doesn't have those details of whether it was a phone call, whether you reached them, that kind of thing. Another automation here within Smart Plans is an email. You can automatically send out those emails. We're going to jump into this again when we walk through our lead conversion plan together. I'll show you how to get in here and create the emails. But I just quickly want to show you over here on the right-hand side that when you're automating emails through Smart Plans, you have two options, a simple one where it's literally just the text that you enter into this box. The benefit of these are it's just that people will more likely tend to read these because they look like a personal email from you. It'll be formatted just like as if you had handwritten an email to them, okay? Or hand typed out. I don't know what the right word is for that, but it looks like you sent them a direct personal email. So that's a benefit of simple. But you also have a designs option in here as well. If you select a design, you can actually build a graphic email design within your Command Design Center with images, videos, listings, market snapshots, all kinds of goodies. So you can put anything and everything in these newsletters to go out again automatically through a smart plan, and it will go out repeatedly. So whenever you add a contact or a new lead to your smart plan, and they get to this particular step in the smart plan, this email would go out. So you can choose from any of these. I'll just go ahead and choose one really quick to get past this step. And it will add that design here to your email. So again, you can automate emails through smart plans, and there's two different types that you can do. Another huge automation here within smart plans, text messages. Now, there's a little asterisk on this. There's a caveat. You need to connect a Twilio account to your command in order to automatically send text through your command account. Okay. So that's the only caveat. A Twilio account does have a monthly expense. I think the cheapest they have right now is really super low. It's under $5. It really depends on your business and how much you're going to leverage this. But in our day and age, text can be some serious leverage for your business. So it may be worth looking into. So if you want to use automated text, get my words right, within a smart plan, just look into getting that Twilio account first. You can purchase that right within your command underneath your settings. Okay. But once you do have Twilio connected to your command and you come in here to use the text step within a smart plan, you actually have two different options as well. You can have a static text. That means every time the contact rolls through this smart plan, no matter how many times you add them to it or whether you've made it a repeating smart plan, they will continue to get this same exact text every time, which is totally fine. You can still personalize it because you can use merge tags to like include their name and things. So you can personalize this message and engage them that way. So that's a static text. Or you can have the automated text become dynamic. And when they're dynamic, you get to sit here and build out 6 different text messages so that every time that contact rolls through, they get a different message from you. Takes that robotic edge off of it, makes it a little more personal, which again is going to aid you in converting that lead or building that relationship even further with an existing contact to convert them into a client, to convert them into a piece of business, right? And so you can come in here and build out these text messages. Let's say you had built this smart plan and you want it to repeat every month or for every quarter. They would get a different text message every month or every quarter. So again, some heavy leverage for you so that you're not having to stop every day and say, hey, have I reached out to so and so lately? Well, if I do, how should I approach it? What should I say now? What was the last thing we talked about? Instead of having to sit there and use all that brain power, right? Come in here, set your smart plan up, and let it go. And it will continue to reach out and nurture your contacts and your new leads without you having to do it. Okay. All you do is get to sit back and wait for the replies to come in. So again, sending automated text through your smart plans, some serious leverage. Definitely consider that. Okay. Next, you do have an add the smart plan option here within a smart plan. That is another form of automation within Command. It means that when a contact is on this smart plan, at a certain point, you can have them added to another additional smart plan. Like maybe this particular smart plan you had them on is just an email smart plan and you want to take it to the next level. So maybe you would add the step to add them to a smart plan and you would choose a call plan to just, again, bump up to the next level and start going deeper into a relationship and finding out their needs and getting more connected. Even if they are not a potential buyer or seller, they're a great referral source. Anyone can become a mega agent for, or not mega agent, a mega fan for you, right? A megaphone and a raving fan. That's what I was trying to get out. So you can definitely there's value in building those relationships, right? And taking good care of people. So you can come in here and add them maybe to a call plan next, or vice versa. If they're on a call plan and you want to move them into email, whatever you want for your business, again. But these are ways that you can come in and automate these smart plans to continue going deeper with your leads and your contacts. Okay. Next, I'm going to come out of the smart plan. I'm going to touch on one other thing that you can automate within your command that, again, would be some serious leverage for you. These will be over with your opportunities. So if we come here to our opportunities tab, right here, the two hands shaking, we do have a class called Opportunities in Sales Pipeline. That's Opportunities in Sales Pipeline. That particular class is an overview of opportunities, and it does touch on what I'm fixing to show you with the checklists. So, and that's checklists are where you can automate tasks for you, the agent, and also automate call reminders for you, the agent. There's another class, it's kind of like a part two, and it's called Opportunities Checklists. Okay, so opportunity checklists. That class deep dives into what I'm fixing to show you to go ahead and leverage these as well. But I would be amiss if I didn't show you this automation because this, again, especially for the transactions you currently have going or building up to, this is some heavy leverage for you as well. So for every opportunity, and I'm just going to click into our sales pipeline here. For every opportunity that you have, you will have a task list and you can view it right here. And so for each phase and each stage that you have for this opportunity, you can have certain tasks already automatically created for you. You can create a checklist template that will apply to every future opportunity so that, again, you are consistent in bringing that value and you don't let things fall through the crack. You don't have to also bury yourself under the pressure of trying to remember to do every single thing for every single transaction, right? So these are tasks that can be created that apply to every phase, every stage. So as the transaction moves along, those tasks are triggered to remind you to do certain pieces in your business. This is what a task list looks like for this particular opportunity, I'll show you where your templates live so that you can go and build those out. So when you're here looking in your sales pipeline, currently we're in listings in the active phase, you'll see a stages and checklists button right over here to the right. This is where you would come to personalize the stages for that phase and also create those checklist templates for each one of those phases. So as you click on each phase, you'd come in and click stages and checklist. Move to the appointment phase, click stages and checklist. Just to go ahead and build those stages out and build those checklists. Again, these checklists, I'll go ahead and click on this here so you can see it. We've been having an error on ours, so this may or may not come up, but right here for the different phase and stages, you will have a different checklist. That's what this is. It looks like it's broken. We're working out the kinks here. And so essentially right here, these would be the task list as well that we just saw. The one I just showed you for that individual opportunity, these would be the checklist templates that would apply to all of your future opportunities. You should be able to click on them and open up the task list so that you can adjust them, create tasks, put due dates on them, things like that. So let me give you one other resource for this as well. There is a checklist template that KW already has built out to give you samples of tasks that you can already go ahead and put into your checklist templates so that this can start being leveraged for you right now. Every opportunity you build, move, or create moving forward will have these checklists already applied to them. So those tasks will be automatically created for you. So let me get the link for you really quick. And that way, you have a starting point. You don't have to recreate the wheel, right? This link that I'm fixing to share in the chat, you also can just copy directly from this list and go ahead and paste it into your checklist and command. So it's that simple. Copy and paste right in there. And that way you already have a checklist template that you can go ahead and start working with. Okay. And if anybody's watching this back on recording, just check the description on the video on YouTube and you should see that link there. Okay. And that link should prompt you to make your own copy. Okay. All right. And so that, guys, are the building blocks of different pieces in Command that you can automate and get them rolling in place, get them working behind the scenes for you for leverage. Next, let's go ahead and walk through a super simple lead conversion plan, show you how to set up the different pieces, and then at the end, I'll trigger it and show you how it should work in Command. And essentially what this will do is any lead that comes in on your KW agent site should automatically be tagged as a hot lead. And then we're going to have it automatically start on a smart plan, an introduction smart plan that shoots an email over to them directly immediately upon. It should happen literally within a few moments, not even just a few minutes of as soon as the lead comes into your command. So they essentially finish the form on your website, and within a few moments, they should, in theory, have an email from you directly saying, hey, this is me. Here's resources. I'll be reaching out to you via phone, ASAP, that kind of thing. Again, in an effort to convert that lead immediately and to already make contact with them, even if you're in another appointment. Okay. So we're just going to walk through how to set that up. First is I want to go and create that lead routing rule that we very first started with. This means that as soon as any lead hits our command database, they will all automatically be tagged. And I actually, there is a smart plan trigger. I mentioned it earlier and I actually didn't show it to you guys. Let me pause briefly because this is going to make a whole lot more sense when I show you this trigger in a smart plan. My apologies for missing that earlier. So I'm just going to grab any of our smart plans here. I'm just going to click edit pencil just to jump into one. Over here on the right hand side, you have auto add and remove rules. So I apologize. I should have shown you this earlier. When you add a trigger, it wants me to have a step on my smart plan for it to show us the trigger. So let me add a step. There we go. So right here, there we go. So right here, auto add and remove rules. Essentially, what an auto trigger tag is basically think about the tags you have on your command database, right? That tag that we're talking about, a hot lead tag. If I set the hot lead tag as a trigger for this smart plan, then every contact moving forward from this point that ever has the hot lead tag added to it, they would immediately start this smart plan. It's a form of automation. So you can actually add up to 10 tags as triggers on your smart plans. So just keep this in mind. Again, you're building out your smart plans or you've downloaded one from the library. You can add trigger tags to them so that as you move along in building your database, you can simply add a tag to a contact or a lead, and it will immediately start them on this smart plan again, saving steps for you, and it's a form of automation. So I just want you to know that this is here. We're going to include this when we build our custom smart plan here in just two shakes. But I just want to make sure that you're clear. When I say a smart plan trigger tag, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. So sorry for missing this. You do have some auto remove rules as well. Not as commonly used, but just know that they live over here in case you want this. Like if a contact ever replies to an email from this smart plan, if you check this box, it will automatically remove them from that smart plan because now they've reached out to make direct contact with you and you can make a further decision on how you want to move forward with contact. Or you can, if a contact replies to any automated text from this smart plan, you can come in here and decide to have them automatically removed from that smart plan. So again, you're not doubling up on communication. They're not continuing on the smart plan, whatever it entails, whether it's text or call reminders or emails. And then you're also personally actually speaking with them via text or via email right now. So it helps stop any confusion and forward progress so that you can handle that contact and decide how to move forward with them. So you do have these auto remove rules here too that are a form of automation. Okay. All right. So let's get out of our little smart plan here. Sorry for missing that step, guys. So now let's come back to our command dashboard here. We're going to walk through this automation plan together. Again, just a simple lead conversion plan to help you make contact with those leads immediately through automation from your command. So, first step to building this is a lead management rule. So, we'll come to our name in the top right, come to our settings, command settings, contacts, and then lead management. What we're doing is we're going to create a rule so that when a lead comes in to our command database, from anywhere, we want this introduction email that says, hey, I'm so and so, here's free resources. I'm fixing to call you or fixing to text you, whichever it is. We want any lead coming into our command database to get that email immediately. Again, in an effort to help with lead conversion. So we'll just come right here and create that rule. Okay. We're going to select all for our sources because, again, no matter where they come from, we want them to get this introduction email. And we'll add a tag right here. So we'll do hot lead. Our team, that's actually our next step. We'll create that letter that will go out to them. We're going to do that as the next step in the building plan. Yep, you're welcome. I'm going to walk you through each one of the building steps here, and then we'll trigger a new lead from the website and show you how it would happen. Okay. So right here, auto tags, hot lead is the one that I want to be added to that contact. Now, you do know that we went over this, the lead management rule, you can have it automatically start somebody on a smart plan, But in this case, I actually want to build this with a smart plan trigger. So this smart plan will start as soon as that tag hits that lead. So I don't necessarily need to double up and have it auto tag and add to the smart plan. Okay. In Command, if you haven't learned yet, there's multiple ways to do everything, right? And it's supposed to be for convenience, but in this particular case, I'm just going to have my lead rule add the tag. I will build the smart plan that has the trigger tag in it that it will know to automatically start as soon as any lead in my database gets this tag added to it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and create this rule. There it is. It shows for all lead sources, no matter where the lead came from, it's going to get a tag hot lead. Okay. Now, the next step is to actually create that introduction email that we want to go out to that lead. So let's go back to our smart plans. I'll show you how easy this is. We'll create at the top right, create plan. We want an email to go out day one. And this first step, whatever the first step is of your smart plan, it will trigger automatically immediately. Okay. And since it's an email, it can go out any time of day. If you use a text as your first step, guys, in a smart plan, while yes, that might even be a more powerful way to connect to that lead, the reason I don't choose a text in this introduction smart plan is because texts are going to be limited by the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. It's also going to be limited by restrictions within certain states that do not let texts go out on Sundays and on federal holidays. So if you get a lead, that person might have that day off. Sunday might be their day to sit and scroll for houses, or a federal holiday means they're not at work. So that might be the exact day that they reach out to you, right? And so that's why I don't use a text. You're more than welcome to, again, build this to your business. If you are a phone person and that's where you're gifted, or if you feel like you're better in writing, or whatever it is that you feel like you can really solidly connect with somebody, use that method. I'm just using email because I know I can guarantee that no matter what time of day that lead comes in, this email will go out. Okay. And so I choose an email step. I'm going to do simple. I want this to look like a personal handwritten letter, like I just really pounded it out to them and sent it right then just to them. And so you can make the subject line whatever you would like. Um, and then you can have the email content as well. You can even have their name on it. So contact first name. And then um, go ahead and make sure now these simple emails, they don't have an email signature on them, guys, at all, period. Doesn't have anything. So you need to make sure that you include your information if you want it to be there. So you can put that, okay? Include your phone number if you want to, so that they can have the opportunity to reach back out to you if you would like. Whatever you want to have in your email signature, just remember to include it right here if you're using the simple option, okay? You could right here put a link to your app. If you see, you can add a hyperlink for your app. I think our merge tags also, yeah, the merge tags have a KW app link as well. So it would automatically populate it there. It will be your branded app link. If you like something more dynamic, then go the designs route. With the designs, you can add images of yourself. You could add a video of yourself, maybe a little 30-second intro video. I've seen a lot of agents actually film these from the car, so that it really looks impromptu. It really looks like you just filmed it for them. And it's literally like, hey, I'm right in the middle of appointments right now, but I got your contact information. I will be making contact with you. Thank you for reaching out. And just so they can see your face, hear your voice, that kind of thing. So, whatever you think would be good connection between you and that person, you can totally get creative with this, and put it here in this email step. So, I'm going to go ahead and choose add step. Guys, that's it. We just come right over here on the right-hand side. We're going to add our trigger tag. Notice it's grayed out. It's because I haven't saved my smart plan. So if you ever see it grayed out like that's that. So just hit save plan and it should allow you to go ahead and add a trigger tag. So we're going to add our hot lead tag. There we go. And add trigger. Now we've built our email, introduction email, and we've added our trigger. One more food of thought or idea, go ahead and add another step to this. And it could be the add to a smart plan. Again, what if you never make contact with this person? Maybe you call, you've left a few messages, you never hear anything back. Something you can do to continue nurturing that even in the future. Maybe they make contact with another agent or something, it fizzles out, or maybe it's a few months from now and they're now ready to take a step. Maybe they were a tire kicker when they first reached out to you, but now they're really ready. There's a million reasons why you may still want to continue to nurture that lead. So come over here and add them to another call plan or another email plan, something maybe that you've gotten out of your smart plans library that will continue to help you nurture that lead. Okay. It's up to you. Make sure you're abiding by all your guidelines in your local area with your board and your market center. But again, no harm in continuing to nurture that lead and stay in touch, right? So that would just be another extra step that you might want to consider so that once this introduction email goes out, then the lead's not just sitting in your database, not having any contact past that initial 24 hours. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and save our smart plan. I added a little day without a step. So let's go ahead and should let me take my little day off. There it goes. Okay. So we've got our basic introduction smart plan with our email. We've added our trigger tag right here, and we've made sure that our app link is in there and it's good to go. Okay. You may want to add a task step as well to this to create something for yourself if you want to make sure that you make a call the next morning. I could add make a call task, call, add their name in the description, add their phone number, and we'll set it up to be on that first day and to trigger immediately and add step. So now not only did an email go out to them, but you now have a call reminder in your tasks on your command mobile or even your command desktop to make sure that you call that person right away. Okay. We'll save our plan. There we go. And now, once this is done, this should be all it takes, guys. Just that thing, the lead management route and your smart plan being created. And now it should work and be in place. So we'll go ahead and exit out of our smart plan. I'm going to go over to our agent website, our demo agent website. We're going to cross our fingers. This works correctly. So we're going to go ahead and come to our KW agent site. And down here at the bottom, you know, the form, the contact form, we'll go ahead and add a fake tag or a fake contact into here. It'll usually get me on the phone number though, if it's a fake phone number. Yep. Hold on one second. Let me add our correct phone number. There we go. and they will need to check the disclaimers and then click submit. It lets us know the message has been sent. Now we should have a notification within our command. Try it again. This should work immediately in yours. Please know that we have a demo account, and so sometimes there's a little bit of a hesitation. But what should happen in a perfect world is that lead has now been entered into our website. It should automatically populate into our command database. It should automatically as well have that tag added to it. Give it just a second here. It could also be our system today as well. So I'm going to clear filters just for a second and see if we can find our contact. It's not here yet. All right. So my demo is not working today, and that's very sad because usually it works without a flaw. So my apologies. It should be coming through any minute. But essentially, what you need to know on your end is you'll get a notification in your command that the lead has been entered. You'll have a notification here. It will also show on your command mobile. The contact will also populate within your command database immediately. It will have that tag hot lead applied to it immediately, and that smart plan will trigger immediately. You will receive the task for the call reminder to go ahead and reach out to them via phone, and the new lead would have just received your introduction email. Again, in the effort of converting that lead through automation from your command. So sorry about the little anticlimactic fail there, guys. But again, this is going to be on our end for the system today with a normal functioning production command account like you guys have, then you should see that automatically happen. And you should be able to also test it within your system and see it automatically happen for you. So if you have any questions at all, I know you're here with me live. You can drop those in the chat. I'll be happy to get them answered for you. Ravine, I'll get to that question in just a second. And if you're watching this back on recording, you can always reach out to us via email. And that email is support@scottleroymarketing.com. And we'll be happy to help. Thank you guys for being here today. I'm going to go ahead and